And it's Tim Gajser for Team HRC in second, right in 2:43. And again, a golden opportunity for him and Desal to try and break free. But the line there, the intensity from Cairoli is out of the bumps as well towards the end of the straight. Is he past the Kawasaki? Not quite.
This is your battle for the Grand Prix victory right here.
Nice line through the inside. He did that on Strybos on the very first lap, and it makes it pay again. There's a move on another Belgian, this time Clement Desal. He goes into third.
Well, Tony responding. Like I said, no panic. He's a nine times champ. He realizes that all he's got to do is put in consistent laps. And
oh, how hot was he into there? I thought he was going to take out Tim Gajser then. He carried so much speed around that right-hand turn, though.
Yeah, if anything, it just may have upset him a bit. He's riding a little bit more angry than we saw him in the early laps.
But using all the track, using a lot more lines, almost off the side of the track there. You see the back end step out there on the landing.
Well, Tony's one of the smartest racers to ever throw a leg over a bike, and it's for good reason. He understands that to pass, he's going to have to get creative. You know, Tim is not scared, though, as we saw earlier leading up to the finish line. He will push the envelope more than most in his class. So might have a serious battle between these two.
It would be nice just to sort of hit pause at this moment now and say, put a microphone under the helmet of Kevin Strybos and go, how are you feeling right now, champ?
Yeah, and then to Gajser, who would just be screaming into the microphone.
Great move that from Gajser, though. Just got good drive through the waves, jumps along on the downhill. That's an awkward downhill section. It's not long, it's not steep, but it's off-cambered, falls away. A lot of bumps, a lot of movement. And riders having to pay attention through there. A lot of movement with the bike.
Yeah, this is an incredible ride by Strybos. Unbelievable. I would not have pictured this. I don't think anybody would have. Great to see, though.
Great to see, exactly. A lot of Belgian fans will be screaming at the front of the TV now, but Tony Cairoli looking to line him up just like he did on the opening lap. Exact same move. He goes to the inside, doubles up onto that little bank there. And that's the difference on that part of the corner there.
Yeah, Tony getting creative. He's working with the track, which is a big lesson for, you know, the amateur riders out there. When it gets rough, you don't necessarily have to hit every single bump. You can piece the track together and let it work with you.
Kevin Strybos just making a slight bobble in that left-hander. Cost him about a half a second or so, but look at Tony Cairoli here going for the lead. He's got Tim Gajser just ahead of him for Team HRC. Cairoli's going to go the long way round. Got that momentum. Still got 22 minutes in which to do something about this. The guy ahead of him, Tim Gajser, as they battle for the lead, but you reckon he doesn't need that much time. Jason.
Yeah, I think he wants to make the move now. He definitely doesn't want to let Gajser's confidence build by following for too long. See, Tony's pushing, though.
Yeah, you'd think, actually, he wouldn't need to, but he wants this to be decisive, doesn't he? Ah, Desal's down. I saw yellows actually waving in the background. Couldn't work out who for or why, but Desal out of fourth place. So I think he'll be in around about 8th position. Paulin, Nagel, Fevre, and Steve all gone by him. So that's Desal, who was on the podium a moment ago in third with a second and a potential fourth. All of a sudden, that might cost the Belgian in the pocket.
Well, Gajser has not been anywhere near the front this weekend other than in qualifying practice. So good to see the 2016 world champ running around here in the front and giving Tony Cairoli all he wants.
That is a smart line there from Cairoli as well. Getting out the turn early all the way over to the right-hand side. It's probably not as heavy and certainly not as choppy as well. And that's where he's making a bit of time. As they came over the line, 5-6 corners ago, Cairoli was 1.1 behind Gajser, and already you can see he's challenging for the lead. Gajser making him work the long way round, though, go all the way around the outside. Tony's not afraid of that, though, is he, as we've seen?
No, he's doing a bit of line searching here. You know, it's given him a chance to maybe find something that he hasn't really needed to see, I should say. But you see Gajser riding defensive. He doesn't want to give this lead away. He's had to fight all weekend to get anywhere near it, so you're going to see him give everything he's got to stay there. 12
months ago, Cairoli passed Jeffrey Hurlings on this very part of the racetrack, right in front of the fans. It was in the corner at the start of the straight, and he goes through again, and the fans erupt. If you're going to pass anybody around here, Tony, do it where they can all see, mate.
Yeah, that's vintage Tony right there, finding a hole where there doesn't seem to be one.
Oh, Gajser a little bit out of shape. So just under 20 minutes plus 2 laps to go, and Tony Cairoli now leads the way. He took Gajser on lap 5. That lap is now complete, and Tony Cairoli sets the fastest lap of the race in doing so as well, a 1:41.427. Gajser 1.5 seconds behind already in the space of, what, half a dozen corners or so. His lap was a 1:44.076. So Tony Cairoli opening up a gap already, and this was the pass. At the end of the straight, Gajser tried to squeeze him, but Tony Cairoli was having none of it. And 100 yards later, after making that turn, he was through.
Yeah, you might see Tony run away here. I think Gajser spent a lot of energy trying to hold Tony back. Saw that last lap, Tony was 3 seconds clear. If he puts in a couple hot laps here, this race might be over before we know it.